Morning. Hi. Hello. Beautiful day. Sun is shining. Birds are chirping. Here to answer a couple of questions. So, let's start out. We're going to start out with a question from the very lovely Omar Hernandez. Omar asks, what have been the ups and downs in life that have come from being in the adult industry? Which is a great question. The adult industry is not all fun and titties. It is a lot of hard work. Some of the ups, let's talk about some ups, right? Positives of the adult industry. Positives would be, it's great money. There's not a lot of jobs out there where you can go and in a day's work make, $600, $800, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. It's not, the options aren't a lot. It's a lot of money for a lot of people. And it's a lot of money for me. And so when you're able to schedule these shoots and get the money, it's great money. Your schedule is flexible. You get to kind of pick and choose and set your own dates and times of when you work and when you would like, and you're not beholden to anyone. Nobody's telling you when and where to be. I mean, if you want to get paid, yes, but there's no boss. You're your own boss, essentially. Another great benefit. The people are unbelievable. I've made some really good friends. Sex workers know what it's like to catch a lot of heat. They know what it's like to be in a world that doesn't seem suited for them. And when they're able to make it happen anyways, you're left with a group of pretty fucking awesome people, and that's a huge, huge plus. The travel's amazing. I've gotten to travel all over the world just because of sex work, which is something I always wanted to do. Some of the downsides. So the downs have been you're 1099 self-contracted or independent contractor, and that means that you have no sick days, no vacation days, no disability, no retirement, no benefits, no 401k. Your job is not protected. It's not safe. And the flip side of that up coin, where if you're getting shot a lot, you're making a lot of money, but then you have the alternative, which is the flip side of that coin, is you're getting shot a lot and now you're flooded the market and you're overexposed and nobody wants to shoot you because you done already shot for everyone, and now there's no work, which means there's no money. So you kind of have to be a little creative and strategic about how to market yourself and how to, set up your shoot schedule and financially set yourself up so that it can be for a longer period of time, unless you're just trying to get into it and do a 6-month bang, 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 make a bunch of money, get out. But, for those of us who have made some longevity in this industry, it's because we've figured out how to kind of come up with a way to stretch this thing out over time and create a brand or market ourselves in a way that we can make the most out of our time in the industry, but it's happened to me where all of a sudden no shoots, there's no money. A lot of the time, that's when I would go to a different form of sex work. I'd be working on cam, or I would be escorting, or something of that nature. But it's all in trying to keep it going, just keep the wheels moving. What's another one of the downs? Another one of the downs is it's fucking really hard. It's really, really difficult. You don't know how many people I've met that have gone, oh, I could do porn. All you need to do is fuck and get your dick hard. It's like, then do it. I tell people, if you think that you can be a porn star, gather up a group of like 8 to 10 of your best friends and then masturbate in front of them. Like, pull your dick out. You got 5 minutes. 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes just to get your dick hard. See if you can do it in front of 10 people. It's not as easy as it sounds. Like, all of a sudden, when pressure's on and you need to perform and you need your body to function the way it needs to function in order to make a scene happen, you know, and, you know, there's not always chemistry with your scene partner. So now you got to keep a hard dick and then pretend or act as if this is the hottest scene of your life because you're making a product, right? A lot of people get it mixed up that, like, sex workers, I mean, what I do love is that lately there's been a trend in the way of performers making their own content, and it being a lot more real, and it being a lot more honest and amateur. And, you know, the running joke has always been in porn, like, the acting is terrible, right? Like, you don't want to just sit there and watch somebody go bang, 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 yeah, nah, nah. You want to see something that's believable, you know? You want to see something where you think, oh, that person's actually having fun fucking. And to make that believable is also very difficult, you know? There's a lot of the times where director says, okay, we need to get your cum face. But they need to be on your face, and they also need to be able to see the cum come out, which means cum face happens first. So now, cum, but just your face. Don't actually come. Just give me a face, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, God, yeah. Do that. That shit is awkward and it's uncomfortable. And if you can get over that, which is what you need to do and be an actor in order to be successful with it and make it believable, like, there's a lot to it to be good at this, you know? Which is why it's so impressive when you find people who you like, you know, like millions of us, billions of us browse porn all the time, and if you find that person that you're like, that's it, because they've got the attraction, they've got the body, whatever you're looking for, but they've also got that ability, that sexual, whatever it is that oozes out of them that you love, you know. And it's hard to convey that across camera sometimes. So that's another difficult part of it. What's another one of the downs? If you choose to let it be, it can be a bit of a toxic industry, you know. It's a bit like Hollywood, I think. It's a bit like being amongst a bunch of people that make a really good living, some of them based upon how they look, you know, and that can really pump up an ego very quickly, I think. And so you deal a lot with that. You can deal with a lot of prima donnas and a lot of you know, people that think that they're better than everybody else because somehow they're a superstar, you know. And I'm a big proponent of everybody's equal. You know, we're all just people. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, scale it out into space, you know, go back a few 100,000, you know, light years away, and none of this really matters. So let's not take it too serious, is how I feel, you know. So when I see people that, you know, taking themselves a little too seriously, I can't really get with that. That's a big turn off for me. And you can find that in this industry. That's one of the downsides. But yes, on the flip side of that, and I'm going to actually transition that into the next question. This industry is awesome. It's awesome. It's the one thing that I've found in my life so far that I just feel pretty much good about doing all the time. You know, I really, really like it. I have fun. There's, you know, ways for you to be creative and let that out through different forms and be individual, and, you know, and now it's perfect, because people can create their own shit. It's literally as easy as uploading it onto your phone, and or taking it with your phone and uploading it via your phone. Is you can have your own following. You can, no matter what your age or your race or your sex or your, whatever you identify as, whatever you, it don't matter. You can make your own content. That's beautiful. Like, not everybody can be a fucking carpenter or a mechanic, or an astronaut, but literally anybody can be a content creator. And that's super cool, because there's people that will find anybody hot. Yeah, these people are getting OnlyFans and subscribers that are telling them, you're beautiful, you're sexy, I love your body, I love what you do, you're amazing. Giving people reassurance, making them feel good about themselves. It's all good, Like, I love that about this. I love that. I mean, there's not a whole lot of industries where you can post your work and have people just be like, you are so fucking amazing, I love you so much, Another thing is, like, I've gotten, I mean, I can't even tell you how many messages or emails or DMs talking about, like, you've helped me in life. You've, outside of sex, outside of anything sexual, people have told me that I've helped them get through tough times, to get through things that are difficult for them, when things were dark for them. Somehow I was able to help them along. Why? I don't know. That's cool. You know what I mean? I love that shit. Like, that makes me so happy. That warms my heart to hear people say that. I couldn't do that working as, like, a fucking tax accountant, or, some fucking quack working in an office somewhere. I feel like there's literal effect that happens here. People are felt by things. People are moved by things. Relationships are formed. It's very cool. Transitioning, though, into the next question is why I decided to come back. Valid question. So if you're following along, short synopsis or short recap, I got sick in Germany, moved back to California, and couldn't really work. I was an EMT on the ambulance for like a year and a half. But the problem is, I have a disease now that makes it so that I have to go to the bathroom a lot. And sometimes it can be long and painful, And so being out in an ambulance for 12 hours doesn't really accommodate that real good. But then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll go get my phlebotomy license, and I'll start being a phlebotomist, and then I can be in the hospital setting. Hospitals, bathrooms, great. Pain in the ass about being an American is we don't have socialized healthcare, and like I said, porn doesn't come with benefits, and so I'm still trying to work that out. I'm still trying to work that situation out. But the main reason I'm coming back to the porn industry is because getting sick made me realize that life is super short and anything can happen at any time, and I don't want to pretend like I've got all this time here and that I'm always going to be healthy and fit, And I want to do the things that are enjoyable and fun for me and bring me joy and make me happy, And porn is one of those things, Like, I got back into webcamming and I was like, man, this is super fun. This is cool. I like this. And then I made an OnlyFans and I'm like, man, this is fucking dope. I really, really like this. This is super cool. I'm thinking about editing and different kind of shots I want to get. And some fans have gotten me some, just sitting on a tripod right now that a fan got for me. Some different, God damn it, gimbal. There it is. Like, I got a gimbal from my wish list so I can do some really cool shots, and like, it's fun. I'm excited about it. It makes me excited. When I think about it, I go, yeah, that's super cool. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Oh, That's what I want to be doing with my life. Like, one of my worst nightmares is waking up 5 days a week and going to a fucking job that I can't stand. It is legitimately one of my worst nightmares. This shit will give me a fucking panic attack if I talk about it too much. Like, I'm not for that. That's not for me. I know I'm smart. I'm luckily pretty intelligent, but I've always been terrible in school. You know, never did any homework. Sitting in class, I'm just like, the fuck am I doing here? Like, I'm a wanderer, and I'm a explorer, and I like to be lost. And I'm very go with the flow. I don't like rules. I don't like boundaries. I don't like limitations. I don't like being told what to do. These are just things I know about myself, you know, like I'm 31 years old. I know these things about myself. And I'm not going to waste my fucking time trying to fight against what I know, you know? And so thinking about it, it's like, yeah, duh, porn, you know? And I feel like if you listen sometimes, the universe will kind of give you little things, or, you know, energy or whatnot that guides decisions sometimes, you know? And I go a lot by my gut, about what feels right, what I think I know. I don't only go by my gut, because I'm also fucking stupid sometimes. Let's be clear about that. I have a lot of really good friends that I bounce stuff off of. But a lot of the times I trust my gut, and my gut says, shoot porn. Like, it's fun, you know? And I have conversations with people that get me excited about it and make me feel like, oh, okay, there's the universe being like, yeah, keep going, keep doing this, you know? It's not, I'm not getting doors constantly shut in my face. It almost feels like it's the opposite, you know? It feels like I'm being led. And if I only not fight, I'll have a great time, you know? Yeah, and the money is great, you know? Fucking why not? Get to fucking bang a bunch of hot people for good money? Come on, tell me you wouldn't. Anybody, give me one. I don't believe it. So anyways, a couple of quick questions with Christian. Quick. Yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be doing more of these. I love you guys' questions. I'm gonna be talking about different stuff, life stuff. I'll talk about whatever the fuck you want, man. We can talk about mental health and, you know, anxiety, depression, things that a lot of us suffer from. We can talk about fucking sex and different variations of that. I'm also down, love that. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about whatever you guys want. You just follow me on Twitter at DaddyWildeX. And make sure you subscribe to my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/DaddyWildeX. Yeah, and keep an eye out for more. I'm gonna be talking with you guys. I want some interaction. I'm doing this for you, right? This is me connecting with you. This is me reaching out and feeling it this way, right? Because this is legit now. This is the world that we live in. Now I'm really, you can message me, you can talk to me, you know what I mean? We're connected. And so yeah, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. You know, just the ramblings of a fucking complete weirdo. See ya.